how much I can add to that, but I'll give it a whirl. This Mosquito, if you didn't know, is a brand new airplane. It was taken to New Zealand, actually from San Fernando Valley up to Whiteman Airport. This airplane discovered in half, no tail. And it found its way with an owner down to New Zealand. Totally built, rebuilt. I mean, new molds, new everything. Except what's exceptional is, which is very rare in finding these aircraft, it had its original Merlins that went with it. So we didn't have to go finding one of those. And he may have mentioned these engines gave this airplane 3,000 horsepower. Very fast, 380 miles an hour, more than that. Even with the guns placed in the nose, which came later, 380 miles an hour. It could run faster than anything during the war except two things. The Focke-Wulf 190 was a little faster, and the ME-262 was a lot faster.
Yeah, really.
The Mosquito had the less loss of any aircraft during the war. It was that well made and that performed that well. If you notice, the fuselage on that airplane is pretty smooth. Very smooth, no rivets. Very fast in the air. But it's lightweight in that particular situation gave it that speed. At altitude, at low altitude. Anyway, this went down to New Zealand, and lo and behold, they needed a test pilot to fly this airplane when it was put together. Anybody guess who that was?
Steve Hinton.
Yes, Mr. Hinton, Mr. Steve Hinton, who you will see fly this aircraft today. I don't know who he's selected for his navigator, but he will be flying with. Yeah, I have volunteered for that, but I didn't get anywhere with that. At any rate, I talked about it coming out of San Fernando. What else could it do? Well, it could do anything. As you were told before, reconnaissance, no weapons at all. This airplane became just a fighter. It was going to be a bomber, pardon me. That was what it was going to be. And then they discovered, my gosh, the role of this aircraft could be anything. So it became a fighter, and they put a lot of power in the nose of that airplane. I know Brian talked about it. There was 4 303 machine guns in front with 4 20mm cannons. All you had to do was point this airplane at something. And then it did some kind of remarkable things during the war that you may have heard about inside. This airplane would be used to fly all over Europe, designating and taking out Nazi headquarters, especially in Copenhagen that I know about because I'm half a day, flying 30 feet off the ground, 30 feet off the ground, flying down a city street, would aim at a Nazi headquarters and basically drop a bomb through the front door. That's pretty much what that airplane could do. Oh, what else can I tell you? You might notice that the exhaust stacks on the engine nacelle. Now this is a V12 engine. So why are there only 5? Are we missing a cylinder or what? No. The back cylinder shared one exhaust stack. So there was 2 cylinders handled by that back exhaust stack. The propellers, probably the largest propellers that Mr. de Havilland could figure to put on an airplane. As a matter of fact, when you notice how close the propeller tip comes to the fuselage, it's not very much. This aircraft also, Steve told me one day, was that when you take off with this airplane, because it's not a counter-rotating propeller, they both go the same direction. So for you pilots out there, you know what a critical engine is? You guys that fly twins, maybe? Critical engine is where it has one engine that if you lose that engine on takeoff, you're in dire straits because the torque of the aircraft will divert you somewhere else. Don't. This aircraft, when he puts power to it, he cannot pull both levers far forward. He has to adjust that as he goes down the runway and then slightly increase the power, or it will take a different direction off the runway. So we're looking for, I don't know where Steve is. I don't know what kind of questions I can ask, but if there's some, I can try.
Yep, that's what we want to hear.
Yep.
All right, get your cameras ready.
Oh, there he goes.